Hi there and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. My name is Tiffany Young.
And I'm Ben Friedman. And today on the show, we're going to be taking a look... What are you laughing at?
You. Just funny.
Today on the show, we're going to be taking a look at a cute little handset by Logitech. And I call this a handset because it's not a full phone. So these are designed to use Skype. Right? You use Skype, I use Skype. We use Skype to video chat, and you can use Skype to make calls out now. $30 a year gets you a Skype out phone number where you can make unlimited calls to the US and Canada.
Amazing.
It is amazing. And you can do video calls. We do video chats.
You know, I'm actually thinking about using Skype instead of having our landline phones. I figured out we spend probably at or about $5,000 a month on our lines. I mean, not a month. I'm sorry, a year. A year. 5,000 a year, and we have 4 lines: designated fax, 3 lines, one rolls over to the next. But if I can, feel confident with these Skype type phones or Vonage type.
Now, Skype is not perfect. It relies on your internet connection, and if you're doing like a big heavy FTP or something in the background, or you're surfing porn or something in the background.
Not that you know anything about that, I'm sure.
I understand that takes a lot of bandwidth. I've heard that. So, especially if you want stuff in like high def.
Is it like...
Okay, I've said too much. So
yeah, okay, I'll
the reason I don't call this a phone is because it's actually a handset. It still requires... You can get Skype phones that are literally the phone all in itself, and you log in on the phone, and it connects to your wireless router, and that's all you need. This guy, which is a little less expensive, under $100 for this, this guy is a handset. It still requires you to connect to your computer. So, for instance, here we have a laptop computer running Skype, and then you plug in this. This is the transmitter and receiver. It has a little light here. It's kind of cute. If you lose your handset, you can press the page button.
Ah,
just like page.
Yeah, it's designed modeled right after the standard, handset systems.
Just like a regular cordless handset.
Yeah.
And so you plug this into your laptop. The laptop runs Skype. The phone doesn't run Skype. So you can get some where it's literally you don't need a computer. The phone runs Skype by itself.
Right.
This isn't that.
Okay.
This is just a handset. And by the way, right now, this does not work with Windows Vista. I tried hooking it to my Vista laptop.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yes, and this is what I did the whole time. Okay, are we done? Are we ready?
So I've got a good old XP laptop, and it works much better.
Yes.
Now, so this is just the charging station that you can have for it. But here's the phone. Pretty cute little small...
Actually, it's really good quality. I mean, it feels, it feels like a good quality for like a regular phone.
And the screen is small but clear. And you'll notice it has like a Skype button down here on the bottom. Now, if I press this button, it connects to the computer, and you'll notice here are all my Skype contacts. I don't know if you can actually read that. It might be a little difficult, but for instance, that says Andy Walker from Labrats.tv, and then my next one down is Betsy Weber from TechSmith.
Betsy?
Yeah, and Dan Friedman, that's my brother, and on here. And so you can call your contacts, just your regular contacts, and that will make a regular Skype to PC call, PC to PC. However, you can also make phone calls if you have that Skype out service. So here's what I'll do, for instance. I'm going to go back here to my regular one here, and I'm going to call your cell phone, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. So I'm going to hit call.
So, too bad that can't not hook up into a regular phone line, right?
This one can. Some of them will do Skype and a regular phone.
I was going to say, just you need a different adapter, and it'll go right.
That's right. That would be cool.
Is that ringing?
So here we are. It just said it's calling.
Oh, look at my nice ringtone. Do you know what song that is?
I don't, but pick it up.
I will. It's End of the Innocence.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. How's the sound quality over there?
Good. A little tiny echo.
Yeah, and you notice there's a little delay because it's going voice over IP. So you're probably hearing me about a quarter of a second later than I talk, right?
I wonder, for $30 a year, I think that's worth it.
Now leave it on for a second if you would.
Okay.
Let me go in here, and I'm going to go to my options screen here, turn on the speakerphone, and can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, now you're coming through this speaker, so go ahead and talk.
Hello, Benjamin Freeman.
Now, can everyone hear that echo? There's a little slight delay.
Why don't I put mine on speaker?
Okay.
Watch, listen. Okay, you there?
Now we're speaker to speaker.
Oh, well.
This is called feedback.
Oh.
It's going to blow! Okay, never make a phone call on two phones
Do
at the same
not play with
time.
matches, Ben.
Okay, I've just hung up. And again, it works the same way. If you called my Skype in phone number, or if you're on your computer and you call with Skype, this phone will ring, and it has all the normal ringtones and all that kind of stuff that phones have.
You know, my cousin calls me. He's a pilot for one of the airlines. He goes flies to Hong Kong, Beijing, Singapore. He's all over the place, and he uses a Skype phone.
Right.
And I'm always like, what? And he's like, I'm using the Skype phone. It's cheap, okay? You know.
Well, that's true. It relies on internet connection.
Yeah.
So if you're in like rural China,
it really
or somewhere
does
where
take
you dial up or somewhere like that, not going to be good.
It definitely has. I mean, it works. You can definitely get a message across, but it's more like Morse code versus actual voice communication.
At the same time, if you think about this, let's say that your phone is nicely charged, so you don't need the base station. If you're going away on a trip for 2 or 3 days with your laptop, you can just pack this. I mean, that's all you need, those 2 items.
Yeah.
And now you can walk around your hotel room, or if you're going to someone's office, like let's say you're going to do some consulting work and you have decent internet, you could leave your laptop at your desk, walk around, and still have your Skype phone number.
And you could forward your regular cell phone to the Skype number, and
if you even need your regular.
And does
cell
it have
phone.
like call waiting and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so that's all built into Skype.
I see.
Again, so that's nothing to do with the phone. Again,
Right.
this is just a handset.
Right.
So this is just like a
right.
speakers and a microphone
Gotcha.
for your computer, basically.
Cool.
But it seems to work pretty well. It'd be nice if they had drivers on it. But what do you think?
No, I like it.
Yeah.
It really does feel like a. And what's the price point on this again?
Under $100.
Under
for that.
100.
Let me tell you the two things, and you can spend more.
Wow.
There are other ones not by Logitech. There are other ones that are $150, $200, $250. Here's what you get when you pay more. One,
Yes.
you get Skype built in. So at that point, you don't need a computer. Okay, it'll connect to your router, and it'll have Skype built into it. So that's what you get when you pay more. And then the other thing you get when you pay a little more, again, not by Logitech, but with some of these other companies, is they'll have a second jack on here that you can plug into your regular phone line. And that way you can choose to either make a Skype call or a regular call, if you have a regular phone line.
Gosh, you know what I need is a multi-phone line where it comes in with the router, and then unless you just do separate like handsets for every workstation. I mean, for those of us that have a company and they want to reduce costs, I just think this is an area in which we can really reduce overhead.
For a small office is Internet PBX, so voice over IP, VoIP. PBX, which you can do that. It'll hook up to the internet. You need to have a nice fat internet connection, and then you can hang 10 phones off of it or 12 phones off it, and you can get that service. And
well, how many megahertz is that? What's the frequency that is?
Well,
it
that's
like
very
2.4?
It's new.
Like,
this is brand new. It uses this thing called DECT, which is this brand new kind of cordless system that it's supposed to be better than 2.4.
So no megahertz anymore? Is that like
they don't go by megahertz, like spread spectrum thing. So it's DECT, and it's no longer, it's not 900 megahertz or 2.4. It's this new system that so far is pretty good. I get really good range on this.
Okay, does it travel in the same frequency though?
I don't believe so. It goes across different frequencies.
So it's not like a radio wave anymore.
It is still radio.
Huh? I'm just curious.
It is still radio.
Probably like getting to, okay, all right.
But it's like
I'm just curious.
It is a different frequency. I don't know what the frequency is of DECT.
Interesting.
But that's these new phones. And 2.4 has gotten so crowded. You turn on your microwave and your phone shuts off.
Yeah.
Or your hairdryer or your router.
I know.
Anyway,
my curlers and my hairdryer set each other off.
I like the form factor, but no Vista drivers is a deal breaker for me. No phone line I'd like it to have its own phone line as well. I don't mind the fact that it hooks up to your laptop. That's what you're paying for. But no Vista drivers, so I only give it a 3 out of 5.
Oh, I think it's a great phone. I mean, first of all,
you don't have Vista yet.
But you know what? I am not going to do Vista. I'm very scared of Vista. Vista is not exactly ready. Well, because I don't have the time to troubleshoot. And with Vista right now, you really still are in the guinea pig, phase. I mean, you're a beta tester.
Even though they beta tested it for like a year.
Yeah, you're still a beta tester. And I've been that many, many, many times, and I do not want to go back there. So I'm just going to wait till it's nice and stable. In the meantime, I would buy this for my Windows-based system. I think for $30 a year, that's pretty phenomenal.
Again, that's for Skype. That's nothing, so you need the Skype out for $30
Well, $30 a year for the service,
That's right.
and under $100 for the phone.
That's true.
So you have a $130 investment, right?
Yep.
Essentially.
Yep.
And you can call anywhere in the world. I think that's phenomenal.
But anywhere in the world, it's free. Okay, so let's just define this.
Oh.
For $30 a year, you get free calling to USA and Canada.
Okay.
That's regular phone calls. It's free anywhere in the world as long as the other person is using Skype. and you're not trying to call a phone.
Oh, Skype to Skype is free.
Skype to Skype is free everywhere in the world for $30, and that's free. Okay. $30 gets you unlimited calling in the U.S. and Canada.
I see. Okay, well,
and you can still call China, and it costs you 6 cents a minute or whatever.
Yeah, and we're still talking about unlimited calls for $130 a year investment.
Yeah.
As long as you can actually have a decent connection and you get through when you need to, I think it's darn well worth it. So 5 out of 5 for me. Oh, also the 911 deal. You have to register your phone, right, with a 911 operator.
You have to register that through Skype.
Through Skype.
In fact, I don't even know if Skype lets you do that yet.
In case of an emergency, you have to.
It's not a good emergency phone.
Yeah. So, but your cell phones nowadays have that service where they can locate you.
That's right.
Little tracking.
So that's 5 out of 5 for Tiffany and 3 out of 5 for me. That's 8 out of 10 for the Logitech cordless internet handset that works with Skype. Cool little product if you like Skype. Again, I like it. I'll be waiting for those Vista drivers. Looking forward to using it once those come out.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to do as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, Geek Tips and Tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.
And we are back here at neophyte.tv. Thanks for staying with us. Now, last month we reviewed, 3 or so different laptop desks, things that kept the laptop off your legs. We went in through that whole thing of my wife and sperm count.
We're having a laptop-a-thon.
A laptop-a-thon.
A laptop-a-thon.
Exactly. And as often happens when we do a show like that, I'll get email a week later saying, "Hey, what about this one? And what about that one?" And to be honest, I got a couple more products that I think are pretty nifty, a little different than the ones we saw before, and we wanted to bring those to your attention. So
only the best for you folks.
We got 2 here today, and I really like this one. In fact, this one is my product of choice for sitting at home on the couch.
Okay.
This is by a company called Levenger. And Levenger makes like writing desks and pads. I mean, they're not really a high-tech company. They don't make computers or anything. They make really nice wallets out of leather and writing pads and all that. Anyway, they make this thing. This is their lap desk. And you'll notice that underneath, it's got this really pad.
It feels like a Tempur-Pedic almost.
Ooh, Tempur-Pedic. And again, what you do is you take this.
AKA also as a TV tray.
Yeah, TV tray.
Let's say for your hungry man meal.
Well, and if you want to do crossword puzzles, my wife does a lot of crossword puzzles.
Nice.
And you know what she does is there's these elasticy straps here. And she sticks the edges of the magazine she's doing under there so that as she's writing, it doesn't slide around.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So
a nice carrying handle right here.
Nice carrying handle right there. It's nice and light. Now, it's too big. You wouldn't travel with this. It's big. But again, I like this for in front of the TV doing your working laptop. Scooch back a bit, and let's see here. So this we'll place this on Tiffany's lap.
Okay.
Okay. And now the computer goes here, like so. And can you turn sideways a bit, Tiff?
Sure. Now, what are these things for if your computer doesn't? Pens? I mean, like magazine.
Pens, again, she puts the corners of the magazines. My wife puts the magazine corners under there.
Okay.
But as you can see, I mean, how does that feel comfy?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I have to put my legs up a little bit.
Yeah. But and what this is great for is that again, you're still getting full ventilation.
You just put it right there.
Yeah.
There.
You're still getting full ventilation to your laptop.
And it's certainly not making my legs hot.
No, I mean, again,
that's for sure.
Keep not that your
There's
legs
nothing that will end your work sooner than hot legs.
I get a lot of emails about how hot your legs are. So, So the point being, just lost track there for a moment.
You don't have my legs even on TV.
Very, very rarely. You can't see down.
No, you can't see down there.
So yeah, as you can see, it fits on there. Once your computer is on there, it keeps the computer nice and cool.
Yep.
And again, this is now my favorite. Because it keeps your legs cool, keeps your computer well ventilated, but it's a nice big surface. And here's another thing you couldn't do with any of those laptop pads. I often will move this over like yay,
right.
And now you've got a nice mousing area. So you can actually mouse with one hand while,
Now, you don't find it tippy when it's on your lap at all? I'm not.
But I
I'm
have
really
a large
not.
lap.
Okay. I'm not really familiar with using. I just don't normally use lap pads. I mean, I always just, if I'm gonna use it, I just put it on my lap or put like a pillow underneath and then on top. But this is definitely nice. I mean, this won't look tacky sitting around. You know, you can.
No,
actually,
I mean, this is high quality.
It looks
very
nice.
I mean, it looks like.
And this isn't made out of, it's like out of particle board.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
this
a
is
nice
actual.
Chunk of wood. It's about,
a nice wood.
It's not that cheap. About $60, I think.
It looks expensive.
It does, but it looks like. See, my wife. You know, some of those X pads and stuff. My wife doesn't want that stuff in our living room.
I'm sure.
You know, but this she doesn't mind. I have this down the side of my chair, and when I want to use it, as you say, it's got this handle. So when you want to use it, sorry, did I just whack you in the face?
Yeah.
Let me try again then.
Darn, I missed.
Pillow
fight. Yeah, you better give me that other one.
This you can pick it up by the handle, and voila. What do you think of that?
It's very nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
You'd use that.
If I was going to use a lap pad, I would use this one. There you go.
Stunning endorsement.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. So that is Levenger, the Levenger, I think it's called Levenger Lapdesk, and they have a couple of different ones. They have some bigger ones and smaller ones.
Well, definitely high quality products. So I'm going to check out their website to see what else they got.
Yes, I would definitely do that. They've got really cool leather products and writing products if you like wallets and notepads.
That'd be a nice gift too. I mean, like good client gifts, you know?
Fantastic gifts. Yeah. Now, this is a really cool product. This is by a company called Thermaltake. Now, let me show you. This is what, it's IXOFT. How would you pronounce that?
IXOFT.
IXOFT?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to be just like iSoft or iXoft.
IXOFT.
IXOFT. IXOFT?
I mean, right? IXOFT.
IXOFT. Okay.
I don't know.
Once again, now what's neat about this is for traveling, this folds up. See, it's folding. It's not it's unlike all the other ones we've seen so far. This is a flexible pad, but it's got this really cool insulating material in it. And by the way, Thermaltake, do you know what they make? They make coolers for computers, like the fans and computers.
I was just thinking of like long johns. I don't know why.
Like
maybe it's a bit, like thermal underwear. Yeah.
So on one side, it's got this velvety, smooth finish. On the other side, it's got this bumpy, kind of again an egg crate looking material. Let me turn that the right way.
So this part goes on your legs.
Right. Well, not just legs, but on your desk. So
on
you
your
could,
desk. Okay.
Yeah. So you could just do this, boom, and again now because of the egg crate design, there's room for air to go in and out. Under there,
but it doesn't stay anywhere. You know, it doesn't.
It doesn't have as much of a.
It's not supposed
to. Not really, and I think it is designed a lot for leg use.
Oh.
So once again, you can take this and put it on your lap.
Oh wait, let me demonstrate.
And again, this will go on top of there. And again, it's designed to keep your legs cool.
Yeah.
So this isn't as much of a surface like the other one was, where you could mouse and put pens and stuff. How does that feel? Does that feel like you could work with that?
Yeah. I mean, if I was to do, if I was going to travel with one of these where I have my laptop on my lap, at least it's easy. You know, it's very simplicity in design. It reminds me of a pot holder. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is. It is like a big. Let me.
And it's got like little beanie things inside here. Like I know you can't feel it, but let me.
Go ahead,
sort of demonstrate. Yeah,
touch it.
It's got like little beans in there. It feels like little sand or something. Yeah,
of some kind,
and some cooling crystals.
It feels kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to do what it says it's going to do. It's not, your legs are not going to get hot.
Thermaltake makes cooling systems for computers. So inside the computer, the fan in your computer is probably made by Thermaltake. They also make cases, computer cases. So this is a bit of a departure.
I would have to, assume they know what they're doing with cooling, the whole cooling factor. They make cooling fans for computers.
Yeah. So once again, there it is, with the computer.
And so this would probably be for a standard, was this 14-inch?
Yeah, I mean, they say it's good for 17-inch. This is a 14-inch laptop.
So come over just a little bit more on 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like this. This is the one I'm probably going to take traveling because, I get to the airport a little early.
You could fold it up like your underwear. Yeah, like your what were those Wonderwears?
Oh, the Wonderwears?
Oh, which is coming up on a future episode.
No, that'll already have been out.
Oh shoot!
That's okay.
Darn it!
I'll edit that part out.
Okay, where were we?
So I get to the airport a little early. And you're at the airport. Some airports have tables, but most of them you just have those rows and rows and rows of seats. And so what I like to do is use my laptop on my legs, but it gets really hot. This is small enough that I can travel with it.
And fold it up.
And fold it up, but still put it on my legs, and I think I'll be a lot more comfortable at the airport.
Yeah. Easy to pack. You know, mobility.
Very easy to pack.
That's very nice for mobility.
Right.
So, yeah, it's nice. What's the price point real quick on this one?
This one's under $40.
Nice.
And so...
DBA pot holder.
Yes.
In case you don't have one.
That's right. You can use this, and you're right, because you couldn't install anything with this. Like, it's not just your computer. So that's the lap desk by Levenger.
Okay.
Levenger lap desk on there, and then the iXoft.
The name's a little confusing, but other than that, it's a good product. It seems to be very, very nice.
By Thermaltake. And that's my email.
Does that mean our time's up?
And it does mean our time's up. And that's all the time we have for the show this week. So, if you have a chance, please visit our website, www.neo-fight.tv. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Keep those emails coming, folks.
Keep those emails coming.
Absolutely.
And if you have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
If you're looking for a custom-built computer system created to the exact specifications you're looking for, look no further than Puget Custom Computers at www.pugetcustomcomputers.com. Puget builds computers the way you want them built. They work hard to take the hype out of computer building, to help you make good decisions, and to help save you from paying for things you don't need. It's their goal to provide you with everything you need to have a hassle-free computing experience. For your next PC, look up www.pugetcustomcomputers.com.